over here. So I'll just cut through here. Stick that in there for now. Okay. I mean, I guess I got my compass, so that's fine. Is this a ghost shark? What are you guys talking about? Yeah. Oi! Ghost shark! Okay. What's next? Bronze whaler, northeast corner of I-6. It's about to be night, so I'm gonna head back real fast. Is there a dock nearby? Can I dock for like a bit? Why? I move you forward so you won't dock there. And yet. That is why I don't like you docking there. I don't even have enough fucking money. Oh my god, no. Are you... Stop it! Not again. Next to the dock is a derelict campsite. Strange symbols are scratched into the sand. What do you want to do? Search the campsite. An extremely rough and worn sheet of fabric has collapsed at the base of some wooden supports. There's nothing remarkable about it. What do you want to do? Inspect the symbols on the sand. The symbols span the breadth of the camp, twisting this way and that. Some are grouped together into what must be words. Fresh footprints tread carefully around each symbol. The last symbol trails off hurriedly and looks unfinished. A glint of metal shines up through the sand. Take it for myself. Fresh footprints tread carefully around. Inspect the footprints. Whoever left the footprints is barefoot. These prints are large and wide, perhaps indicating they were left by man, but you don't know much about the footprints. Fresh footprints. You approach a hooded figure. Dirty gold robes obscure all features except a pair of withered and blackened hands. Fishermen, deep, calls, respond. Their voice gurgles with the sound of fluid in their lungs. An answer. The hooded figure holds out a scroll. They tap a shape that looks like a red snapper. Okay. An answer. They rip through the throat of the fish and tear out its heart. It's in their mouth before you have time to process what you just saw. A sacrifice. They point at another shape on the scroll. This one looks like a fang tooth. They bring the small fish up to their mouth and bite at where the heart is. Their cracked lips parting to reveal a row of sharpened teeth. Sense an opening. They unfurl the final scroll. This one is a blue crab. Okay. I'll bring a blue crab up here next time I come, which means I gotta quickly go to the docks on this island. I hate when you talk like that. Just going back up. Just going back right up. Instead of putting myself at risk, I'm just going back up. I need to go grab a blue crab. I believe that was the last one I needed for cod. Yep. I need a map. There, I need to go in between here. Bissell and Hadal. I mean, I've already got. that was scary. Why did something attack me? This dog needs a home. Do you want it? A dog? Oh gosh, let me see. The dog bounds over to the researcher. She crouches down to pet the dog, grinning. The dog licks her chin in response. I could definitely take this one off your hands, and I'd love the company. Are you sure? Yes, take the dog. Yes, thank you. Oh, we're going to be such good friends. He can be my assistant. Suddenly the dog stands upright and begins to retch, its stomach heaving. Seconds later, it vomits a wet glob onto the floor, something glistening through the mucus. Oh, that's interesting. I suppose that's yours if you want it. Yeah, sure. To storage. I can clean the rest up. Don't worry about it. Okay. The puppy has been given a good home. Lying just beneath the surface of the water is a floating chest held down by a chain that disappears into the deep. Open it. Oh. Are you... Ooh. Huh. Okie dokie then. They crack and bend the crab's legs apart and feast on the flesh inside. Lips still covered in crab flesh, they take a book from inside their robe and hand it to you. Answer given. We await summons. They cross their arms and appear to fall into a deep sleep. Okay. Yes. Burst to life. A few seconds later, the bright light shoots from the top and emits an alarming blaring. The researcher said it would keep this creature at bay for a time at least. It only said for a few hours, so I'm not sure when it's gonna stop. activated it. Back up, 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 back up. Do you see it? Do you see it down there? It's scary. It's really scary. I love how I'm unfazed by Phasmo for the most part, but I got spooked. Okay. Perfect. I have good news and bad news. Which do you want to hear first? The bad news. The bad news is that the samples you retrieve from the basin have dangerously high counts of cellular mutation. The good news is that I've honed in on what's causing the abnormalities in the ecosystem. This all points to one thing. That thing in the basin is harmful to life at a cellular level. It damages everything around it, whether passively or with intent. I need to write up a report on my findings. Sorry, our findings. Immediately. Maybe now they'll take me seriously. Oh, how rude of me. You've done all of this for me, and I've not much to say thank you with. You should have this. She opens a drawer and pulls out a book. Sheepishly, she hands it to you. This is something I wrote during my studies. I think it'll be useful to you. Thank you again for your help. I'd recommend that you avoid the area. It doesn't seem safe to be near the basin. Did you know we have apparently started exploring outer space before we even explored, I believe it was like, what, a tenth? Before we have even reached a tenth of what's underwater? Like, we saw something down there and went, nope, we gotta get off this planet. Oh wait, I've got the Oop. Oh! Dimensional bypass achievement. Oh! Oh, that's so nice. You walk in, oh, the bond. You walk in and place the jewel-encrusted ring on a table by the collector. His eyes widen. We're certainly making excellent progress now. And I know what you're thinking. An item like this would fetch a fortune at any auction, but for us, its value transcends material wealth. Regardless, you are due a reward. He opens the crimson book, its spine cracking audibly. Selecting a page carefully, he begins to read aloud. The words sound muffled, as though he's speaking through a thick haze. You hear a growling, cracking in your ears. Suddenly, your vision flares and both your ears pop. He closes the book. We must keep searching. I've been thinking more on where we might find another. I can imagine all manner of detritus swallowed by the silty muck of the twisted strands channels. It's worth investigating. I'll mark a location on your map where you can begin your search. Anything else? What do you know about the old little Marrow? That stuttering old fool. Yes, I knew him. He'd join us on water sometimes, but was more hindrance than help. He never seemed entirely with it. I can't imagine he has fared too well since I last saw him. Anything else? What will you do when you have all the relics? He ponders for a moment. It's surprising, isn't it, the attachments we hold towards simple objects? But they are anything but simple. Seemingly mute articles can speak in different ways. If I showed you a childhood toy, you would be awash with forgotten memories. They hold the power to recall what was once lost. Anything else? This is the dude that we were reading about? Oh, wait, hold on. That's fair enough. That's a good point. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, no, this is the guy that we were reading about. That him and his wife went on like their honeymoon ship or something, and the renaming ceremony, and something happened to his wife. That's what I'm guessing. Messages. We're engaged to be married. He sailed us out to the very center of the stellar basin to see the lights. We talked for hours, something we have not done in such a long time. Waiting and hoping. Some time past midnight as we were growing delirious and hysterical from the lack of sleep. The aurora shimmered in the skies above. When I turned to see his reaction, he was already down on one knee. I cannot even remember what he said or what I said, but I know that I said yes. The ring is beautiful, with a span of jewels going right the way around. I cannot take my eyes off it. P.S. I was not sure whether to write this under yesterday's date or today's, given that it occurred at the conjunction of days, but I feel that the news is significant enough to warrant spanning multiple entries. I have not written in a few days. I have been afflicted with some strange chill which conspires to fog my brain. I cannot seem to keep warm no matter what I do. The ink has run from some lines here, and they are illegible. Illegible. There we go. Well, most of what they hauled up was junk. They eventually came up with a large wooden casket. A hush came over the crew at such a tantalizing discovery. I remember the next moment with excruciating clarity. He pried it open easily. The buckling boards cracked and groaned with relief as they splintered apart. Crimson cloth spilled out onto the deck. The crashing waves rose to fill my ears. I hear them still. He stared down into the open casket, then turned to me. In his eyes I saw the void. The page has been torn off here. Well, let me go sell a bunch of my trinkets. Let me catch it. Sharks first. Extra money. The lighthouse keeper approaches you on the dock, wearing a questioning expression. You must have been around most of the islands by now. Have you found whatever it is you're looking for? Almost. She shifts her weight and leans against her staff. How can you be so sure? The last time you thought you knew, and look what happened. She turns from you, shaking her head and muttering. She heads back towards the lighthouse. Rest until morning. sell. Oh, look at that money. That is some good. I can paint? Ah, the fisherman. I thought you might stop by. Welcome to my humble studio. If you're wanting to experiment with some decorations, yes, I'm the person to talk to. What sort of decorations? I can attach flags and bunting to add some style to your boat. I have a design already that you might like. If you find any others on your travels, bring them back to me and I can rig them up for you. Of course, I can also add a splash of color to your hull. I'm sorry to say that my selection of pigments is limited at the moment, though. Can I find more pigments? He thinks for a short while. The other day, down by the shoreline, I saw a strange crab with the most striking, vibrant coloration. My knees aren't suited to clambering over rocks and chasing crustaceans, you see. But if you caught such a creature, he clears scraps of clothing and paper from his workbench, revealing a large pestle and mortar. With the right binding agent, we can grind them together for a new mixture. He turns back to you, a cunning plan formed in his mind. Fisherman, bring me some of those strange crabs. We'll turn your vessel into a work of art. But, for now, what can I help you with today? Let me see. In a unique design. Do you want to attach it now? Yes. As you wish. It got the pirate flag! No. No. Paint a boat. Roof. Rusty red. Sharp mint. I don't have the red crab. Okay. Cerebral crab, malignant pincer. Cerebral crab and malignant pincer. Well done. Oh, they don't have pink! Okay, hold on. Orange, gold treasure. I guess black abyss to match the pirate flag. What I need is a sable reacher. Let me write this down. Let me pull out my... wherever I stuck my... Okay, hold on. You're gonna do some weird stuff if I even turn my head for a second. Alright. Write this down. Sable... reacher... umbral puppet. Umbral... oh, I'm moving my mouse on accident. Umbral puppet. Hull. And we can do golden treasure for this part. You know, for pirate. Okay, so I need effigy. Ooh. Effigy crab. And Meyer. Crab. We're on a mission, guys. Or Meyer Screecher, sorry. We are now on a mission. I don't know what bunting is. But I'll keep it. Okay. I need to go to Devil's Spine. Oh, Twisted Strand is next anyway. I go to Twisted Strand then. You approach a hooded figure, swathed in dark blue robes. Their faces barely visible. Fishermen, please, help. You can barely hear their rasping whisper above the wind and waves. Fulfill the hunger. The hooded figure unfurls an old paper scroll. They point to shape shown at the top. It appears to be blue mackerel. With expert precision, they plunge their hand through the gullet of the fish and tear out the heart. They stuff it in their mouth unceremoniously. More, still empty. They point to another shape on the scroll. This one looks like a tiger mackerel. Okay. Tiger mackerel. Is in Gale Cliffs. Let me mark where I am right now. Beautiful whale. Do I actually, or are you making fun of me here? Again, they rip into the flesh of the fish, drawing out its heart. It's consumed as quick as the first. Okay, thank you then. Almost fulfilled. They point to fish on the final scroll. It looks like a snake mackerel. Okay, let me find out where that is located. Devil's Spine. Alright. I guess Devil's Spine is where I'm going to next, then after. Boom. Hey! Nice! Right, I got the aberration of that one. Nice, okay. Hull Advanced Achievement. Let me move my water bottle. My arm went in front of my face. It's not like I disappeared from the planet. I might as well have to this thing. No time to linger. Perfect. Alright. Rest. Through the waterfall. Through. You can't get me in here, right? Look inside. I forgot what oarfish look like. You're silly. I've done literally none of that. Are you sure you're not talking about yourself, Shadow? I found the oarfish. That's great news. I'll add to my records. Here, take this. I'm sure you'll have some use for it. Okay. Thank you. Are you sure you weren't following Sev's example? I have never set such an example before. You stand in the center of the campsite. The fire embers are cool, but ash is still steadily blowing from the wind. Take a closer look at the campfire. There's a large flat rock that sits atop the charred wood of the campfire. A handful of tiny fish bones can be seen poking out of the ashes. Kick the ashes. You kick the ashes. Your foot hits something hard at the bottom of the pile. You brush your remnants aside. You take it. Look for footprints. You find no footprints, but unfamiliar symbols have been sketched in the dust nearby. Some have been erased with a hasty sweep of a foot. What do you want to do? Check the makeshift tent. The tent is a sheet of cloth suspended over some sticks. There's nothing inside save for smooth, hollow dirt where someone slept. What do you want to do? Leave. And then sleep the night away. You saw that, right? the only one who just saw that, right? I was like, what's making that? No, my goodness! That was huge! No wonder this place is called Devil's Spine. Oh my goodness gravy! Does this place have a dock? It do. It do. Thank goodness it do. Docking. Docking is what I'm attempting to do right now. Examine the structure. Old stone structures built statue. Statue has its arm raised towards the lighthouse, the double spine. Where gestures fear, praise you cannot tell. What do you want to do? Examine. Check the campfire. Campfire itself is unremarkable, but you wonder who would choose an island like this to make camp. Near. Ooh. Ragged note added to cabin. Nearby you spot a piece of paper flapping in a bush. A note is written on it. You put it in paper and read later. I want to do nothing, and I would like to sleep. All right. The fish has barely left your hands before its splintered nails begin peeling at its scales. The heart is extracted and devoured. Their head tilts upward to look at you. They take a book from inside their robe and hand it over. Hunger, sated, now I wait. They cross their arms and appear to fall into a deep sleep. Okay, well, where is the next hooded figure located? Okay, I've done the blue and gold, so I need red, purple, and white. What? I literally just got you. Is this a photographer? Have I finally found them? No. Where am I? Where did I go? I got turned around again. Am I back at the cliffs? Gale Cliffs? How did I get here? I have impeccable directional sense when it's real life, but the minute it's in game, out the window. I had no sense when it's out the window. I have nothing when it's in game. The first time I ever played Minecraft, I got so lost. I have a horrible directional sense whenever it's in game. Unless I've got like specific like how you can have your coordinates in Minecraft put up. Unless I've got that in Minecraft, I have no idea where I am or how to get to anywhere. Is there a reason everything is red? They say there's a place to stop by. Right here. Right here. A man meets you as you dock, bracing himself against the wind and spray. Oh, rapturous day! A fresh disciple carried to me atop the waves! Come ashore, weak thing, and rest your weary soul. Alright! Your arrival is providence from the deep itself. I have been calling, and now you are the answer. The rite to purification is almost at hand, and you will here to be my replacement. I'm listening. Your trial begins immediately. Tell me, what does your spirit seek? Happiness, I guess. Ha! Merely an excuse to exalt the search for something greater. Happiness is, by definition, a compromise. I refuse to play Minecraft again. And your flesh, what does it crave? Huh. I'm not really a sun person. I am so pale. I mean, I like salt. I guess water. I sense it in you. A glimmer of what waits below. Finally, what does the world deserve? Nothing. Yes! Exactly. And yet it takes. Endlessly. Harvesting, draining. But soon it will know that it has taken too much. It is already too late. The trial is concluded. You still have much to learn, but that knowledge will be delivered to you in time. Now, your role as my initiate is to act as herald of the purge. Just as I was for the one before me. The nearby spires blaze with eternal fire, yet the stone hearths of these 3 idols lie barren and void. Retrieve 3 fathomless flames from the crags behind us and ignite the crucibles. Whew. Visit the shrines of the deep. I will mark them. They will offer further guidance, and I must provide no more. That was awesome. If you give me a game where I can go into and be a cult member, I am joining that cult for kicks and giggles. I guess it doesn't matter, I'll get them all eventually. Right, okay, well, I need to snooze. Guess I figured out why everything was red. Volcano. I don't need this. Oh! It's explosive! God! This stupid little fish baby panic! Go away, you tiny cretinous being! I don't know what you do, and I don't want to know what you do. Yeah, it's fine. It's up there. Backing up, backing up. Oh, goodness. Reverse, reverse it, reverse it. Okay. Reversing, reversing, done. Complete. Vamos. Ugh, it is getting late. I should stop. Ugh. Alright. That was Dredge for today, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed playing it, and I did enjoy playing it, even though I got really frustrated at some points. I will see you all on my next stream tomorrow night. Good night.